Our next topic will be assets and threats. So what is an asset? Asset is any data, device or other component of an organization system that is valuable often because it contains sensitive data or can be used to access such information. For example, an employee's desktop computer, laptop or company's phone would be considered an asset, as would applications on those devices. Likewise, critical infrastructure such as servers, support system or assets. An organization's most common assets are information assets. These are things such as databases and physical files, that is, the sensitive data that you store. So, next, we'll see about a threat. What do you mean by a threat? A threat is any incident that could negatively affect an asset. For example, if it is lost, knocked offline, or accessed by an authorized party. And threats can be categorized as circumstances that compromises the confidentiality, integrity or availability of an asset and can either be intentional or accidental. Intentional threats can include things such as criminal hacking or malicious insider stealing information, whereas accidental threats generally involve employee error, a technical malfunction or an event that causes physical damage such as fire or natural disaster. So now we will see about motives of attackers. The category of cyber attackers enables us to better understand the attacker's motivation and the actions they take. As in the figure, operational cybersecurity risk arises from three types of actions. So first one is inadvertent actions, generally by insiders, that are taken without malicious or harmful intent. And the second one is deliberate actions by insiders or outsiders that are taken intentionally and are meant to harm the person or the organization. And the third one is inaction, generally by insiders, such as failure to act in given situation either because of lack of appropriate skills, knowledge, guidance or availability of the correct person to take action of primary concern. Here are deliberate actions, of which there are three categories of motivations. First is political motivation, economic motivations, and third one is socio-cultural motivations. Political motivations, for example, it includes destroying, disrupting or taking control of targets, espionage and making political statements, protest or retaliatory actions. And economic motivations examples includes theft of intellectual property or other economically valuable assets, fraud, industrial espionage and sabotage and blackmail. And third is socio-cultural motivation. Examples includes attacks with philosophical, theological, political and even humanitarian goals. Socio-cultural motivation also include fun, curiosity and desire for publicity or ego gratification. So these are all the actions types and which has been displayed in this flow chart. Types of cyber attacker actions and their motivation when deliberate have been listed in the above graph, which includes the cyber attacker action that comes under that divides into three types: inadvertent, deliberate and inaction. And in deliberate there is other three category, that is political, economic and socio-cultural. And as we have seen this these types explanations here earlier, we'll move on to the next content, which is active attacks. So as we have seen types of attacks, which includes active and passive attacks. We'll see in brief about the active attacks and their types in active attacks and what are all the other causes of the attacks and in this video. So here active and passive attacks have been the main types of attacks. The active attacks is a network exploit in which hacker attempt to make changes to the data on the target or the data, whereas passive attack doesn't change the original content of the data, and without altering the original content, the attacks happen in passive attacks.